Well, March is Women's History Month, and in tonight's Look at This, our Desmond Shaw has the history of a high-rise built by one of LA's most entrepreneurial women that you may have never heard of.
Well, take a look at this historic building in downtown LA. This is the Textile Center building, a nearly 100-year-old landmark in the fashion district that holds the legacy of one of early LA's most pioneering women. Opened in 1926, it was designed in the Gothic Revival style by architect William Douglas Lee. We've looked at a few of his other local masterpieces, including the Chateau Marmont on the Sunset Strip and the El Royale Apartments in Hancock Park. But this building was developed for Florence C. Castler, who led a really remarkable life. According to the LA Times, she came to the U.S. from Canada, originally settling in Buffalo, New York, with her husband, who was a plumber. And when he left her and their two daughters to try to strike it rich during the gold rush, she became a plumber herself and built a business employing 12 men. He came back broke some years later, and when he died, she packed up with her daughters and headed west. When she came to LA in 1921, she parlayed her entrepreneurial ways into property development and found immediate success where others didn't want to take a risk. Within 10 years, she had built 60 buildings around downtown LA. The group Preserve LA says she was likely the only woman working in heavy construction at that time. She's best remembered for the nearby Bendix building, which may get its own look someday, and this one, which was very popular with clothing manufacturers. In fact, the building was 100% rented out not long after it opened. She maintained her offices here at the pinnacle of her career, and at that time, she had built 8 high-rise buildings, which were only limited in height because of city restrictions. She sold this one in 1945 and lived out her days in Northern California. She passed in 1954 at the age of 84. This building became a local historic monument in 2002, and in 2005, like so many of the historic buildings in downtown, it's been given a second life as luxurious residential lofts. Every building like this has a very cool story to tell, and this one tells the story of one of LA's most enterprising women of the early 20th century. Taking a look at the Textile Center building from SkyCal, I'm Desmond Shaw.
And if you'd like Desmond to take a look at something interesting in your neighborhood, just write us at lookatthis@cbs.com.